one of the things that I have to remind myself constantly of is that I talk to my children in enough detail. So we try to avoid words like you are now naughty or you were lazy or stuff like that, because even if you say, wow, that was fantastic, it's such a beautiful picture, it's still almost a label that we're using, and the child doesn't necessarily know what is beautiful or what was naughty. So one of the things we discuss with parents quite often is how to learn how to speak with detail instead of using a lot of these label kind of languages. So let me give you an example. When my child is throwing all the Lego blocks out on the floor and there's a whole bunch of doll play stuff and it looks like a big mess, instead of saying when you make such a mess or when you are so messy, to rather say when you throw out one bag of toys and this one and they all kind of mix together, it makes it a bit frustrating, so we can't or we're going to struggle, it's going to take us long to pick everything up, instead of saying you're so messy, right? If that makes sense, because then the child actually knows what it is that you have a problem with, and that's very important. As soon as that happens, their anxiety levels also drop in terms of what has made mommy upset or what has made mommy unhappy about what I just did. The same goes for positive things. Oh, this is such a beautiful picture. But what is beautiful about this picture? The way that you use the colors or the detail that you put in, or make some detail or discuss. So just like with sharing more information about something that you don't like, the positive is just as important. So when you want to give feedback about something that's positive, this is crucially important, is to give enough detail. Like if this is a beautiful picture, what makes it beautiful? Let me give you another example. If we ask our children, and we do this a lot, just do your best. What does that mean? Just do your best. When do I know I've done my best? When does my mom know I've done my best? That doesn't mean anything. It's a very wide and open statement that actually confuses children and makes them anxious. So when I say I did my best, what does that mean? Mommy and I, or daddy and I, need to discuss what that means. So, give you an example for my child that's in primary school. Instead of saying you did your best, it would be something like, every single day after school, when you did not feel like it, when you did not actually want to go and sit and do that extra math homework, you made a decision to go and do it. And I know some days it was difficult, but you pushed through and you did it. That gives the child a lot more detail in terms of what they've actually done, instead of saying just do your best. I hope this makes sense. Okay.